So, the World Blitz Chess Championship ended yesterday or like late last night for me. And I don't even know where to begin. So, as we know, Magnus decided with FIDE basically that they'd overturn the rules for him, and they'd basically be like, since you're Magnus Carlsen, yeah, we'll bend the rules. You can wear jeans, which cool, fine, whatever. I don't care that much. It's what they're wearing. It's not like a massive deal to me. However, this obviously did poke holes in my idea that Arjun Erigaisi would become World Blitz Chess Champion. So that kind of sucked. But a range of drama happened yesterday, basically. Um, so Dubov, we'll start with Dubov. Okay, so Daniil Dubov and Hans Niemann were supposed to be facing each other in one of the rounds. I cannot remember which round, but it was a pretty essential round. Because whichever of them won would basically get to go into the knockout rounds, which I really, really hate the knockout formula and how they're like, yeah, you can play like most of the tournament and you may be like pretty close to the top. You may all have the same score, but it's only like the top 8 people that go into the next round, stuff like that. And I'm just like, shut up. Like, it's so stupid and it seems unfair to me in a way. I'd prefer it if we just kept on playing it like we did with the rapid chess tournament. So it's just everybody still plays the games like against everybody else, that type of thing, rather than it then going into a knockout formula. But anyway, whoever would win that game against, Neiman against Dubov would basically go into the next round, in which that would be quarterfinals, semi-finals, all that type of jazz. And Dubov apparently went up to his hotel room and fell asleep and missed the game against Neiman. Okay. Um I mean, I get it. Like sometimes I get really tired. But the idea that he would go upstairs and fall asleep in the middle of a Blitz World Chess Championship is kind of hard to imagine. And a lot of people have basically been saying, "Oh, maybe he was too scared to face against Neiman. Maybe he still thinks Neiman is cheating, or maybe he thinks Neiman's cheating and over the board, which is very hard to do. But hey ho, people are allowed to have their opinions. Um, and this meant that Neiman basically got an immediate win because the new Dubov, like, he didn't show up to the game, so it's basically counted as a loss. Okay. So Hans Niemann posted something on Twitter basically saying, happy to play Dubov in a blitz match under any conditions. I'll pay for his travel slash accommodation and offer a $10,000, I'm guessing, reward to a charity of his choice if he wins. So then Daniil Dubov basically took a screenshot of that, went to Instagram and posted, tagging Hans Niemann, now that you're out, as he lost against Magnus in the quarterfinals, now that you're out, we can talk. I'm ready to play under the following conditions. You agree to a lie detector test with a trained professional. I'm certain we can find a trusted independent authority to pick the company slash person to run it. Test to feature only questions about cheating, with the results to be communicated to the wider community. If the test comes out clean, I'll accept my decision was rash, and I'm ready to play a 24-game blitz match against you, 8 games a day, $2,000 per point. Now, saying I will accept my decision was rash points to me thinking, did he fall asleep or did he just not want to play against Hans? It's quite an interesting way to put it, really. Um, I mean, it's definitely interesting, and it'll be interesting to see if what comes out of this. Basically, if they actually will play like 24 games, or if they'll play any games against each other, that type of thing. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the podium for the World Blitz Chess Championship. Now, P3. Okay. Who came third? Not our generic icy. He didn't even make it on the podium. I'm really, really sorry. Okay. I know I jinxed it. I know I jinxed Arjun not winning any of the tournaments, and I know I jinxed Magnus coming back to play in the Blitz tournament, and I'm genuinely sorry. Like, I didn't mean for this to happen, okay? It wasn't an active decision where I was like, you know, let's create some drama. Okay. So who came third? Jan-Krzystof Duda. He didn't win, but he was on the podium, okay? So what more could I really ask for? Like, he came third. I'm pretty happy with that. Who came second? Wesley So. I don't really have much to say about Wesley So. He's not one of my favourite chess players, but okay. Who came first? Now, funny you should ask this question, Zara. Who came first? Well, basically, in the finals, it was Magnus Carlsen against Jan Nepomniachtchi. Okay? And basically, they like drew all of their games or something, and they were on to sudden elimination. So whoever wins next wins the entire tournament, okay? And then the other person would obviously come second, or that type of thing. Which, cool, fine, absolutely. Like, I'm not bothered by any of that. It's whatever. I kind of expected Magnus to win, but then in these sudden elimination rounds, they just keep drawing. Like, none of them, they don't win against each other or anything. It's just draw after draw after draw. And Jan Nepomniachtchi has been like so close to becoming world champion in like different formats so many times, and he just sort of hasn't been able to hack it. So I mean, in the World Rapid, he came like third or second, one of the two. So he came pretty close in the World Rapid chess tournament. So obviously he would be looking forward to the Blitz tournament where he'd be like more, or he'd give more of an effort to win type of thing. But Magnus and Nepo, Magnus is the one who sort of suggests it. He says to Nepomniachtchi, he goes, "Do you want to just share first place?" My thoughts exactly, Alfie. I mean, what the fuck? Do you want to share first place in a World Blitz Chess Championship? That's a pretty crazy thing to suggest. I mean, a lot of people really hate the fact that Magnus even offered to share the World Chess Championship title. I mean, it's a really big thing to even offer to share, but also, I mean, some people were kind of saying that it makes it seem as though Magnus is really scared about the fact that he won't have a World Chess Championship title one day in any of the categories. And he was really close to not having one of those titles this time. Okay. So some people have basically been saying it, even the suggestion of it is kind of a coward's way out for Magnus. Being like, yeah, we should share it. And it's like the next game, Nepo might have absolutely thrashed Magnus and won. Obviously, we don't have that guarantee because we never actually saw any more games between them being played for the World Blitz Chess Championship. But as well, I mean, for Nepo, it's the fact that he now technically has a world championship title. But how many people recognize that? According to Twitter, not a fucking lot. I mean, there was a video last year that came out when Nepomniachtchi and Dubov basically fixed the game in front of everyone and did a stupid knight's dance draw. And they both got 0 points as a result of that because it's cheating, it's fixing a game, which fair dues. But as they Magnus and Nepo basically decided with each other, yeah, we'll just share the World Chess Championship title of World Blitz Chess Champion. Um, they're like pacing around, waiting for FIDE to basically agree with it and be like, yeah, you can share it. That's chill. And Magnus says on camera with Chess Base India recording, they're always at the scene of the crime. They always have footage of what is going on. They record Magnus and Nepo, and Magnus says to Nepomniachtchi, he says, if they don't allow it, we'll just keep playing short draws until they let us. Is that not technically a form of fixing a tournament? Of fixing results and fixing games? Like, obviously, it didn't actually lead to that, but that's like people have been disqualified for much less type of thing. Because if FIDE turned around and was like, yeah, no, you're going to have to keep playing, we can't do this shared tournament, and they just kept playing draws, that's a fixed game, and it's a fixed tournament, and it's unfair. Which honestly is why I hate these knockout style tournaments, apart from when it comes to like the World Cup and everything. Because yeah, you might lose against someone like an international master. Say you're a grandmaster, you might lose against an international master, one round, and that's like put you out of the contention of being in the top spots for the knockout round. But if it's not knockout, then like you might go ahead to win against Magnus Carlsen or someone in round 8, round 9, round 15. Well, I don't think there's 15 rounds, but you get my gist. Like, I it really, really sucks because it puts a lot of chess players sort of out of the contention of even ever becoming a world chess champion in any category, which kind of sucks. But I think, I mean, if you're asking me my opinion on it, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that Magnus and Nepo are both world champions. Um, I just don't like it. I think it's very strange in a way. I mean, I saw some people saying on Twitter that Magnus and Nepo being world champion is another sort of measure as to which we see FIDE bending at the will of Magnus Carlsen in like every form that we can. I mean, we saw earlier this sort of tournament cycle with the World Rapid Chess Championship that once Magnus was like, yeah, I won't play in the Blitz tournament if I can't wear my jeans, that FIDE was like, you can wear jeans now. We've changed the rules. We've loosened the rules a bit. And it's like, if you have a rule, stick to it and apply it to every single person. Otherwise, there's no point in having fucking rules. Right? Like, it doesn't make sense. And for Magnus and Nepo to basically fix the tournament in front of a camera and say, if they don't let us be, like, both of us be world champions together, we'll fix the rest of the tournament. It seems a bit crazy to me. I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's been enough drama in this tournament to last us the rest of the year of 2025. But we both know there'll be a lot more chess drama to come, as there always is. I mean, I've probably missed some chess drama that's going on right now on Twitter, to be fair, just in the time of me filming this. But yeah, I mean, happy 2025 anyway. Happy New Year. And we'll see what this year comes with and what it's filled with. But yeah, I hope you guys have a nice rest of your day. And we'll talk again soon, I promise. Bye.